Hello there, good morning. Monday morning as I begin this, I'm kidding, it's Friday, but it feels like Monday in my world. Hopefully your day's going pretty good. My day's actually going pretty good. I guess, anticipating that today is going to suck, but it ain't going to suck for me. It might suck for my guys. Ain't gonna suck for me. I'm not sticking around out here for too long. Folks, I've titled this live stream accordingly. We are going to be doing some exterior painting today in freezing conditions. Something that you probably ought to not do. And we're going to do it. We do a lot of what you probably ought not do here. And it's what makes us special. Hey, good morning, everybody. Shout out to you guys. John, what's going on? What happened yesterday? Yeah, man, I don't know. So phone calls come through, and I try to take those while I'm doing the live. I had one phone call come through. Everything was okay. And then a second phone call came through, and it just screwed it up. So sorry about that. You guys didn't miss much aside from us getting the rest of the deck completed. Today we're going to be painting it in the freezing conditions. But man, I got a lot that I want to share with you guys. Oh my God, a lot that I want to share with you. And forgive me for it because I'm going to talk football. Actually, it's not even football. It's probably more so related to After Prison Show. Yo, we talked all this shit yesterday about the Michigan State coach. I didn't even know Buddy got arrested. Hey, look, man. I made all these jokes about how a man will throw his whole life away for a white woman and a snow bunny. Yo, that dumb son of a bitch. Yo, to get a job as a college coach is probably something that's relatively unheard of. To get a job as a black man college coach is probably something that's not so easy to do. And then to get a job as a black man, college coach, elite freaking level, Michigan State of all, oh, Michigan, sorry. Michigan of all places. I don't know why I said Michigan State. I always get those two confused. Dog, you wasn't even a coach for real. That was your first coaching gig, and you went straight to the big leagues. How you go straight to Michigan? How you got Texas says, so he got arrested for having a consensual relationship? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? Hey, listen, man, that's the other wild thing that happened yesterday, too. I see all of this after the fact. All I heard prior to knowing everything now, or at least what's being reported, and who's to know if this is true or not, all I knew was Buddy got fired because he was having an affair with the snow bunny. Yo, this is what happened allegedly. Allegedly, Snow Bunny goes to the freaking AD and puts out the receipts, the text messages, probably the real deal receipt too. And I think that the reason why she went and threw him under the bus is because allegedly Shamor, whatever the frick this guy's name is, forced the girl to have an abortion. Now, I don't know how you force somebody to do something, but supposedly he forced her to have an abortion. He done, man, how you shoot up the club, stick man? You a married man with 3 kids. You already married to a snow bunny. Some people don't never learn. They'll never learn. And now all sorts of shit's coming out. You got OnlyFans girls leaking the DMs that he was sliding up into. Buddy want nothing but a Diddy party. Buddy want nothing but a Diddy party. He was a little freaknik on the low. Oh, man, the whole time you supposed to be preparing for Ohio State, you dumbass. So here's the deal. He didn't get arrested for having a consensual relationship. When she went and put his shit out there to the AD, they didn't find. I don't know. Something happened. There was a coaches meeting allegedly that took place that he wasn't invited to. That he found out about. When he found out about that coaches meeting, he already knew Shorty went to the people. She went to the people probably after the abortion, and he knew he was cooked. So what did he do? He went to her house. He kicked down the door. He held a knife to his throat. I'm gonna kill myself. He took a hostage. He had a home invasion charge, and he's locked up right now, getting ready to go to court this morning. And you're probably wondering, well, how the hell is the man locked up? He was an elite college coach. It's because he's black. No, they got this bitch in suicide watch. Boy, you threw your whole life away for that. And somebody had made reference to a book about Nick Saban. And Nick Saban allegedly makes a comment in this book about if he was going to ever step out on Miss Terry. And it probably was in relation to how women could destroy your career just like alcohol and drugs, especially if you're like, an athlete and I don't want to say that the wrong way because it probably sounds sexist and whatnot, but you can trick. Take it from Michigan's coach. Buddy wasn't preparing for Ohio State. Buddy was laid up. Man, hey, Buddy was listening to area like freaking Christina Aguilera type shit. What the? And you know what happened? The entire Michigan roster done entered the transfer portal. They got Michigan, unreal, man, unreal. You'll never coach again. You was given the keys to the kingdom. They put you in a position of power in elite collegiate school. Michigan is a top 25 school most times. You ain't go to no freaking Sun Belt. You went to a freaking real deal competitor, man. He gonna be over at Norfolk State now. We got Michael Vick over there, ironically. Hey, why y'all late? I probably shouldn't have yelled that out. I'm kidding. Merry Christmas. Hey, fellas, I don't want to.
He jumped out with no jacket on. You crazy.
I'm about to take my shirt off. Blame it on the monster. Folks, we're going to be using the Valspar today.
I'm about to chug this cup of coffee, so we'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm going to have you guys just roll this. Ain't no sense in...
All right. You think 3's going to do it, bro?
Oh, yeah, 3 is definitely going to do it. I think I can get it in 2. Hey, Lieutenant Dan, what it do, man? Shout out to you, folks. I don't mean to talk y'all to death about college football, man, but that is heavy on my heart this morning. How a man can just throw his whole life away behind the snatch and then go try to pull a snatch and grab at her house doing a home invasion type shit. All right, folks, hey, take a look at the deck. She is all the way put back together. She is, right?
Yep.
Everything good?
Yep.
That board is tight as all get out. All right, folks, take a look at what we done did over here. Shout out to the team. We built this freaking lattice by hand. I built these by hand. I'm going to tell you, like I told the fellas yesterday, in relation to this right here that I did, I'm better at construction. I'm better at construction than the goddamn Amish. When it comes to building shit,
I'll come get the cord.
I'm pretty good. But the story behind these handrails is actually insane. Now, I do want to show you one thing, and I need your opinion on this. You can see how out of whack that is right there. Now, that ain't got shit to do with us. I mean, we didn't do anything over there, right? And there's nothing that we can do with this. Like, what would you do with this? Because all of this, and don't mind that, we bondoed that. Whoo-hoo. Yeah. By the time it's done, though, it's going to look right. It just look crazy right now. It's going to need a lot of sand, and we bondoed this, too, because I didn't think I was going to be able to get to this. But all of this is so tight, and it's these posts that are so tight, like, I don't know what to do with that. I'd have to rework that whole freaking post down to the... I don't know how that comes to be, and that's how that deck was always. So, I don't like that. But this is a 30 freaking year old deck, so I guess, from your house it doesn't look too bad, but when you get up on it, she looks rough. Yes, she does. Shout out to everybody up in here, man. We're gonna have a good one here today. Jay Morgan, what it do? Andrew, what it do? Screw the Falcons, Bucks for life. Hey, man, it's all scripted. The Falcons didn't have shit to lose last night. Thursday night, Amazon Prime game was their national spotlight. So, that was their Super Bowl right there. I guess I'll tell you guys a story while we're dicking around. All right, so check this out. I made this miter. This mitered edge right here. I made that. It's a little off in comparison to the thickness of the original one, but it's close. It's close and it works. But it's a crazy story about this. We also built this custom by hand. This lattice built this by hand. Funny story about that as well too. Oh God, a lot of stories to share with y'all. I guess I'll start with the lattice one. So this was not an easy task because the box was broken and then we had to build the lattice, and all we had to go off of was that one right there. So we got that one. We need to make it look like this, right? Yeah, I made this out of 1x4s. I had to rip them down and, you know, end up with little strips. But let me share a story about this. It took the fellas 2 attempts to get this thing built correctly, where it wasn't like all cockamamie and out of whack, okay? And shout out to the guys, man, because they got it done. It came out really good. Here's some of that lattice right here that we were ripping down out of 1x4. So tell me why we get that shit done. And it wasn't as daunting of a task as it could have been. I probably should sell this story as it was, because it wasn't until we were done building the lattice and getting it all reconstructed that over here, tucked away, you know, just out of the way over here, the lattice job is way over there, but it was way over here that I found this. I shit you not. The damn thing was sitting here the whole freaking time. Yeah. So we're getting the deck cleaned off, getting ready to get painting on this. I did not bring the blower. I forgot about it. Sorry about that.
No big deal.
I did get some 60 grit though.
Thank you. Thanks for the love of God. That 120 would took that forever.
Yeah, I think it's in that bag right there.
Cool deal. All right, I'm going to
Joe's, what's going on with you? -7 in Minnesota. It is 39, almost 40 degrees here in Virginia. Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Have you heard all the drama with the Michigan coach?
No.
What
has happened?
You know the Michigan coach, the black guy? Did you see him?
Yeah, I did. I didn't open up the thing on my newsreel. I saw that there was an article. What was it about?
So the Michigan coach gets fired on Wednesday, okay? Black man. He's one of the only black college coaches at...
He replaced Harbaugh.
He replaced Harbaugh at that at that elite level, right? You've only got him and the coach of Notre Dame, I believe, and then...
Half black, ain't he?
And he's like half black. And then you've also got the guy that got fired from Penn State. There's not a lot of black coaches at that level. Well, he gets fired on Wednesday, so all of these stories start coming out. Literally, as soon as he gets fired, all of these race bait stories start coming out. But then, I guess a couple hours later, it comes out that he was having an affair with this snow bunny, right? And
A student.
no, she was his assistant. Okay. And I guess she went and told the administration about the affair because he forced her to have an abortion. Allegedly, that's the way the story goes. So then he goes to her house, kicks in the front door, holds a knife to his throat, threatens to kill her and him.
Oh, he got arrested for that.
He's in jail right now. And his career, his $6 million a year career is over. Oh my God, Joes, that is a horrible statement to make. Oh God. Whenever I emphasize black man as hard as I do, I don't want you to ever think that I'm like being racist, because I got nothing against anybody.
All right, man. Put my sunglasses on.
But I do like to call shit for exactly what it is. I mean, I will call it for exactly what it is. I don't ever want to shy away from it. And for so long, especially on After Prison Show, I did that. I always did that. I didn't like that.
Oh, he picked his first board up. He must be ready.
Spawn Killer said you should talk about Zachary Ty Bryant. I don't even know what that is. Lyle says he doubled her salary too. She looked good in the photos. I haven't seen very much. I mean, his wife was attractive. And in comparison, I think it was a downgrade. I got off topic earlier. What I was trying to say earlier, allegedly there's a Nick Saban book, and he mentions if he were to ever step out on Miss Terry, it would have to be with somebody who wasn't a downgrade. And he mentions allegedly like Hillary Clinton. Oh, God. It's cold. It's freaking cold. I got to get my little handheld. We're going to try to do this live as long as possible out here today. Good morning to you guys. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Show y'all how we're about to paint an exterior in the freezing conditions here today. Now, we'll talk about some things as well, too. You don't paint exteriors in December. You just don't do it. Who I got winning the college football? Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to win it all, just to be honest. I think it's going to be Ohio State and Georgia in the national championship, to be honest. I like Indiana. God bless it, I like Indiana. But Indiana did not beat Ohio State. Ohio State lost that game. And that's how that was. Johnny says LSU coach was fired after hooking up with gymnasts. I mean, they've got Lane Kiffin in some DMs, but he wasn't saying anything crazy. And as much as I dislike Lane Kiffin, he's smart enough to know better. And see, I got no respect for this guy in Michigan. I don't give a damn about your mental health situation. Bitch, you was making $6 million a year. You had 3 children and a wife. Your wife just had a baby last summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you weak. You weak for that. If you thought the bunny was something and you wanted to boost her salary from 50 to 90, which I guess is a decent little lick right there. You know what I mean? Hey, go on a prison date, man. Go on a prison date. You ain't got to risk your life and your career for some shit like that. It ain't worth it. Buddy threw away a $6 million a year job. Over some what? Over some pink dope. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Oh God. I think I'm gonna try to get the landscape out here. Kidding, I don't even want it.
You got any liners back there, Joe?
Yes, I do. And let's get this reattached. So here's the deal. This is what I went off of to get our paint match.
Okay.
I believe that that's a semi-transparent, and we're going with a solid, but the color should be close.
Yeah.
I want to see how close my eyeball was with that. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for no semi-transparents. I keep going into my truck. I'm looking for my little handheld selfie stick. Bear with me. Joe gonna put a paintbrush in his hand for a moment. I just want to see how this stuff lays and how it matches. Now on our raw wood, we may need to hit that twice. There we go. I found what I was looking for right there. Shit. Sorry. I know it looks like probably crazy shit. Shout out to Friday too. So here's a wild thing. I'm trying to get a video edited for you guys. I got a freaking banger of a video. What I filmed out here yesterday ended up being really good, and I do apologize for the stream getting cut short yesterday or losing the audio. I don't know how or why that happened, but hopefully today it's going to work out a little bit better. I'll be able to share more of this with you guys. Getting this deck cleaned off. I think the repair work came out really good. So everything is done. We're ready to stain. Now we've got our Valspar. Again, nobody wants to do exterior painting in the wintertime. And I think that that's more of a personal preference because you can't feel your hands when it's that cold. But this paint is actually rated. I had to check the MSDS on this. This paint is actually rated for 35 degrees and above. I thought your standard exterior was 50 degrees and above. But I think that, again, that's just a preference of painters. We're going to find out today. We're going to find out.
What's the high supposed to be today?
The high is supposed to be 42. Hey. Pretty feet, it was wrong to have taken the girl's scholarship away. Is that in relation to the LSU thing that you guys are talking about in here? Because I'm not following. Hey, Dan, what's going on with you? Strange Kitty, hello to you. Minus 13 degrees in New York. Bobby, what's going on? Benton, Arkansas. What's going on? There's another crazy story, but I'm gonna save that one for after prison show. It's a story that I really want to address. I saw this shit on the news. What? It don't fit? Of course it doesn't fit. Yeah. Joe's doing stuff. Pretty Feet says that's the worst broom ever.
That's because you want sister right went out.
It wasn't supposed to be a broom. Joe was supposed to bring the blower out here. That broom is, you know, that's the paid by the hour broom right there. Hey, this son of a gun sturdy, man. Sturdy, sturdy. We still got to sweep off all this shit. Can't wait to see how this turns out after we sand this. This is Bondo. Good deal. Oh, Bobby cheated on his wife with a co-ed. Hey, England, what's going on with you, brother? Shout out to you. Yeah, so I'm gonna share this other bit of the story. This is gonna be in the video from that I'm gonna be working on. I was talking about building these handrails, these custom handrails, and when you look at these, they got this bevel in them. Oh damn, I didn't even see that screw right there. We need to get that guy. I didn't know nothing about these. I was like, man, these things got to be custom. Where are you gonna find these at? And I knew that I needed this piece over here because this piece was missing. And I didn't realize at the time that this piece was actually the same as what's on the handrails. So I had this piece. And what happened was yesterday we loaded up my truck. We loaded up my truck yesterday and I had to go take a trip to the dump and I accidentally threw the damn piece away. It was in the back of my truck. I threw it away. So I come back here and I'm like, okay. The fellas told me there was some 4x4 left over under the deck. And I'm like, okay, cool. We can take that 4x4 and we can rip that 4x4 down and I can make that piece right there. Because what I assumed that it was a 4x4 split in half. Hey, Swedish Painter, what's going on, man? Shout out to you being up in here. I assumed that top rail was that decorative piece was a 4x4 ripped in half. Here's that piece that I made. Ain't that crazy? I made that. That's wild. Nice bevels, right? All right, where's my 4x4 that I ripped? Because I love this story. This is a great story to share. Well, here's the 4x4 that I ripped it from. So I ripped the 4x4. I get the measurement and I ripped the 4x4 and it comes out looking like this, right? This was a bitch to rip. This thing was halfway waterlogged. You know, it was a pain in the ass to rip this. So I rip it, and when I get done ripping it, tell me why I'm looking at this damn thing, and I'm like, wait a minute. Something about this ain't right. I said, why the hell does this look like a damn 2x4? Joe, you big dummy. I'm like, yo, why did I rip a 4x4? I could have simply just made this out of 2x4. So we took 2x4 and we made this. And that's how Joe learned how to build decorative frickin' handrails yesterday. Gene, when we get to sanding, let's also sand off this shit. This glue that they use for that cap. We're not putting a cap back on here. And then I want to see how that sanding goes up there. I brought those liners out here. Liners are right there. Yes, I did. Liners are right here. And the 60 grit is right here too. Shout out to Harbor Freight. Merchant of England, you got to learn somehow. Can't wait to get to painting. It's crazy, I still haven't heard back from the roof guy. Wonder what's up with that. I'm gonna hit him up again today and be like, yo, buddy, what's going on? John says, is Gene in a good mood today? Gene's doing all right. I can tell what type of day it's gonna be with Gene immediately when he gets here. All it takes is one thing to go wrong, and based on Gene's reaction to that, I know how he's doing. Here you go, bud.
Thank you.
Jason, you're gonna have back problems by the time you get done with that. Yeah, we bondoed a couple of spots on the deck. There were like some holes in the deck boards, but they were just little itty bitty pinholes. I know that seems diabolical to do something like that, but that's what we did. But this is what I really want to see. This guy right here. Woo! That Bondo is like concrete. Gene's actually gotten really good with the Bondo. I know this looks crazy right now, but watch when this gets sanded. Let's see what that comes out looking like. Hey fellas, the Merchant of England said hello. Everybody says hello. With hand gestures. Trying to keep their hands warm. I can't give away all my tips and tricks here. Can't give away all the tips and tricks. And look, you got to do what you got to do when you're doing something. Oh, here we go. We're into it. You got to do what you got to do when you're doing a deck repair like this.
See when I'm done.
All right, yeah, go ahead. There goes Gene. Eddie, what's going on with you? How many gigabytes is your iPhone 17? It's 512. I was gonna get the 1,000 or the 2 terabyte, but that son of a bitch was like, the 2 terabyte I think is 2,000. I don't need all that. 500 should be good enough for me. My main editing computer is only got a hard drive of 512 gigabytes. It's not enough, nowhere near enough, but for a phone it should be good. Gene's over here doing magic tricks. Yeah, man. Yeah, Eddie, I love this phone. This thing is about, it's pretty damn good. Let me tell you something though. Here's an interesting little tech tip for you guys. Do you know there is barely, and there's only like 1 or 2 devices that actually film whatever you're filming in landscape and portrait mode at the same time. Did you know that? One of them is a Canon camera, and I think one's like a Sony camera. There's some very high-end cameras, but with as much portrait mode as, being the rave these days, nobody really does the landscape. It's crazy to me that there's not a phone that will film both landscape and portrait at the same time. I figured this new iPhone would do it. Eddie says you can do, yeah, I don't know. I've been looking at it. There's something called open gate. Open gate filming basically just means putting a grid on your camera or your phone and just concentrating everything in the center of the grid so that you can go back and crop it for portrait, filming everything natively in landscape mode. I don't mean to give you guys a bunch of boring shit. To me, it's really important because I'm starting to transition. Hey, Glenn, what's going on, man? Appreciate the kind words right there. Yeah, I'm starting to transition to the shorter form content. I'm starting to learn, more about that. I'm starting to transition, pause. Damn, my bad, Relock. Yeah, you caught me right there. Oh, that shit coming together up there. I can see it. Oh, I can't zoom in when I'm doing this. Hey, pause, homeboy. Joe said he was transitioning. What you talking about? Yeah, I'm starting to transition to the shorter form content, especially for Facebook. I'm actually really trying to focus more of my energies on the reels that I'm doing for the Joe Does Stuff Facebook page. Because people are just digging the short form these days. Chad says, I'll get you a dress for Christmas. Not that type of transition. Gerard says, sell out. I'm not selling out for nothing. I'm not selling out for nothing. Of course, I'm still doing YouTube. I'm here. And I don't do this streaming shit mildly or lightly. Meaning, I'm not streaming. When I'm streaming, I'm trying to do the very best that I can. Making good content for you guys. Gene's trying to eyeball this thing, and it's actually coming together pretty good up there. Duber says you got to adapt. You got to, man. Hey, it don't matter what you like. It matters what the masses like. And I'll tell you two things that the masses like or don't like. They don't like AI, and they don't like After Prison Show no more. That much is clear. Eddie says, would you sell After Prison Show for $150K? Nah, man. That channel probably still makes that. It probably take me 3 years to make that at this point, but the channel's still making money. People, I uploaded a video the other day on After Prison Show, and I thought it was a great video. It was about a prison escape down in Louisiana, the latest prison escape, a crazy prison escape too. And I thought I told the story in a really good way with these AI clips to help illustrate what I was talking about a little bit more, even using myself in some of the AI clips. And one of the first comments that I read after I uploaded that video was, it's over, big dog, just let it go. And I get it. There is so much prison content out there and so many new, popular guys coming home. Their stories are fresh, all that good shit. But it's still a channel that, has some kind of potential. And maybe it doesn't. Maybe I just continue just doing nothing over there, or everything that I do over there just amounts to nothing. But man, that's where it all started from. And I would never sell that because then you're really selling out. I have thought about 500K is a great price for it. Yeah, for 500K, I'd sell it all day. Show you're a sellout. Shit, hey, 500,000. Listen, I have thought about switching gears a little bit, doing another brand new channel, a whole ass brand new channel, the After Prison Show channel. Joe Does Stuff will always be what it is, my work channel, and talking about the construction industry because I love the construction industry. And the other channel could just be whatever I want it to be. If I want a game, so what? It's not After Prison Show, it's After Prison Show. Or I could call it Joe Does Nothing. Double Trouble says, APS reunion video with many old characters you can link up would go hard. If I could tell them how I really feel about them. I never liked you. I always saw the bullshit in you. And they can tell me how they really feel too. I'm kidding when I say that. Gerald says, rename it Underbid Joe. I'm trying to bid better. You're probably thinking to yourself, Joe, it's probably not a good look to be out here with a freaking tripod doing a live stream from the job site in $1 million neighborhood. And to a certain degree, you're probably right. However, we've been out here for, a month, and we have gotten no additional work. So this is not going to hurt me at all. Hey, this ain't going to hurt me at all. All right, Gene's about got that thing together right there. We're going to take a look at how that came out when he gets done. I think what I'm going to do is just commentate the job today. I think I'm just going to do some commentation and get ready to paint. I'm ready for it. Let's go ahead and shake this money up. Raw, it says Lockdown 23. What are we talking about? I like Lockdown 23. Good for Lockdown. He's doing good. Is Gene sassy today? Nah, Gene's doing good. Somebody said, are you going to help? I'm going to help for a little bit, but then I'm getting out of here. I'm not sticking around out here all day today. I did a lot of the repair work out here with the fellas. I was out here for all of it. I don't want to stick around for the full painting. I don't need to be out here for that. It's just painting, for God's sakes. Have I told you guys I'm getting back to the music too? I'm actually starting to write songs again. I've got a good one that I'm working on. And what's crazy is, if you don't rock with the Facebook page, Leaving from Lowe's on Facebook, you really should. I do a lot of reaction videos over there. And what I react to a lot of is painters over in India who paint barefoot. I make fun of them quite a bit. Yo. Folks, it's time to get that react. Oh, God, no. Sublime says sucker punch Gene. That's screwed up. I wouldn't do that. Let's see how this thing came out. The Bondo repair. Look at this. This is what dreams are made of, folks. Look at that. You can't get no better than that. Gene, that's the best that you could have done?
I can hit it a little bit more.
No, that looks great, man. That looks freaking fantastic. How to fix a post that goes all the way down into the freaking concrete footer. You better Bondo it. Good job, man. Hey, high five. I'm kidding. Get out. Caulk the crack? No, we ain't doing all that. Fill that big ass crack. Nah, man. Hey, that joint give it character. Shit, that crack been there for 30 years. Oh. I'm not here to fill all the cracks. I mean, if I was gonna fill all the cracks, I probably would have filled that too, right? God dang. Hey, that 6x6 turned into a 4x4. I can't wait to paint over all of this freaking dirt right here. Cause you know we are. Damn right, that shit gonna add character and grit to this. Dominic says you can't win, Joe. I'm actually winning okay right now. I'm not, not doing fantastic, but I'm not doing horrible. And the fact that I'm working and I got two other guys able to work as well, hey, that's a win in my department. Yo, it's too cold to be caulking things right now. Sorry, I was looking for something. John says, when are y'all doing the roof, Joe? The guy has not responded to me at all. And I ain't feeling that whatsoever. I think the guy, I don't know. It was all good while we were there. And now it's not. And I don't understand that. I don't understand that. All right, we're getting ready to test this paint right now. All right, folks, how to paint an exterior using that frickin' piss water Valspar in freezing temperatures. Merchant of England, yes, there will be a video. If it ain't today, it'll be tomorrow for sure. Let me go get my little paint brushes. What do I got? Got me some big old $5 paint brushes right here. And then we got some 9-inch naps. Okay. We're gonna do this like a TikTok live where I just leave the camera going while I'm painting, while we're working. Y'all cool with that? Let's go ahead and dust this money off. Hey Gene, don't forget to sand the well, no, the lattice.
Okay.
All right, God, my hands are freezing already. Well, folks, I've already made a tremendous mistake. That is a hell of a lot darker than what we got on here.
That's on the good man.
Shit. Let's see how it matches. I'd say it's a little darker. Oh yeah. Yeah, that 4-inch brush is gonna do magic right there. Boy, that joint is red right there. Damn, that shit red. Another good rule of thumb with this shit is to water this down, which is crazy to think, watering down a Valspar, but this solid stain is thick as freaking molasses. I think it's a decent color. And what's crazy is, let me show you something. Well, it's still not even that. Oh, this jacket ain't a nice jacket. It looks like it's a nice jacket. It's like a little, a Lee. Ain't nothing special about this. So the color is just a little bit darker, a little redder. I was trying to eyeball this in Lowe's, and you know, maybe 30 years ago this was the color. Maybe it was. But you can look at their deck over there and how good their deck looks. They've got a solid stain product on their deck as well. So hopefully this is going to come out looking really good. Oh yeah. Yep. Once we actually get to really painting this is going to go really fast. I'm just joshing around with it right now. We still got a little bit of sand down there. And it looks like it's taken pretty good to the raw wood. That was another concern of mine. This allegedly advertises as a one-coat cover. You all right? Oh, yeah. Hope he likes red.
Why, oh, damn. That is a little red, isn't it?
She a little red.
A little bit.
Right. A little red, boss.
Tell him about the gun line, boss.
Put you guys right there. We're getting ready to paint this post that Gene Bondoed. You won't even be able to tell when this shit done. Let's take a look at that, folks. Bob Ross, exterior painting. We had to Bondo this post. I think she came out relatively all right. Yep. Douche a little bit of paint in that crack right there. We're going to get it. Yes, indeedy. All right, I think I am going to wrap this up, though. I need to be able to get some footage for the video and not have it all at 720p when I'm trying to rip from this to add to the video. Appreciate y'all taking the time. I got to get to work so I can hurry up and get the hell up out of here. Help these fellas get rocking and rolling. Just wanted to share a little bit of what we got going on. When this thing is all said and done, when she's bright red like a freaking NASCAR, hey, She gonna be looking sharp. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all taking the time. Peace.